Okay, let's try this again. We'll give her a second. Ultimately, when we post this, we'll edit off the chop off this very front end until we have a few people in here. Oh, okay. You really should have this coffee.
I'll have to get one.
And we're drinking this. You're drinking this too. So we're very nice. A little family run operation.
It's in black.
Oh, okay. I think we're better. If you happen to be watching right now, how does things sound? Carrie, good morning.
Good morning, Chris.
How does that sound? If you could throw down a comment, that would be great. I think we got it figured out. Of course, it was. I think, hoping, knock on wood, it was just that one little button there that we've got that I did not check. All right, well, we're gonna roll with it anyway, because we need to. Gosh darn it! Hi.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. So check this out. I got this thing. I'm always jonesing to play. Oh, Donna says good morning. Donna, how do we sound? Everything sound okay? Yeah. Let us know. Throw the mention down in here. But
Hi, Donna.
seriously, I was just jonesing. I had to figure out a way to make this happen. And you know what? The internet provides you with some great resources, and we're utilizing that right now. We're utilizing our Facebook page. We're utilizing newlivingnow.com, a referral resource for folks living in and around northeast Wisconsin. And I somehow I convinced this lovely lady to join me. I'm not sure how that happened.
I'm not sure either.
But that's what we're doing. We're going to hang out. We're going to give this a shot. It sounds perfect. Thank you, Donna. Thank you very much. That makes me feel a whole lot better. So we figure a few times a week we would just stop in, check in with you, grab a cup of coffee. And the cool thing is that you don't really need to watch this. You can just listen. So set the phone down in the background. As we continue to progress with things, we are going to have different platforms and stuff to make it a little bit easier to access the content that we've got going on. But for the time being, newlivingnow.com, and of course the Facebook page here. And welcome to New Living Mornings. My name's Carson.
I'm Karri.
Oh, look at that. High five skis. We are so good at this.
We need a jingle.
Wait, oh, you know what? We do have a jingle. I made us a little intro. I can actually throw that in here for a second. I think I uploaded this yesterday. We're gonna get cut out, so I don't think they won't be able to. Well, that's kind of sort of it. I had Bomber in that one. But Bomber will be joining us. He's all about hanging out with us. I don't know if you caught Bomber when I was doing the on-air thing.
I did.
He's all about that, coaching his team, and he's all about local sports. And we'll figure out a way for him to play along with us. So if you're here this morning, thank you so much. Good morning to you. Do want to drop this in here. If you can say hi, comment, do something below. Everybody that does is going to go into the drawing at the end of the day. And then on Friday, we're going to give one of them a $20 gift card.
Ooh.
So we got a little winning. I mean, we're gonna make what we're gonna put you through here worth the effort. That I promise. It's an edition of Virtual Java, where ultimately I want to have a good cup of coffee. I want to have a nice conversation with somebody, and that somebody happens to be Carrie.
Yay!
Oh,
Yay!
okay. That sounded like it took too much effort.
No, it didn't. It'll be good. It'll be fun.
Are you sure?
What do you got there?
So I got some coffee. Check this out. Mile 22 Roastery in Black Creek. Was driving out to I had a listing appointment yesterday, and I was driving through Black Creek, caught a glimpse of this out of my eye. I'm like, you know what? I need a cup of coffee. It just so happens I just finished my cup of Joe, stopped in, scored a cup. It was delicious. I believe it was the 10-4. And I said, hey, hook a guy up. What do we got here? What do you suggest? So we went with the Papua New Guinea, bought myself a bag of that, and going to be sipping on that stuff. Absolutely delicious. Super cute little place that they've got there. So thanks for the hospitality. Thanks for the great cup of coffee. And
I heard it was cute in there.
it was.
Yeah.
It was very cute. Super cute place.
Cute.
And I was completely unexpected. Going through Black Creek, I had actually had thought about there's like a couple different sickos. Those gas stations and their coffee is, it is what it is.
It's not Quick Trip.
Some people love it. Even Quick Trip.
I like Quick Trip coffee.
Some of it's not bad. There are Well, the Americano is really the only thing I like out of that fancy machine that they've got there now.
Right. I agree.
I'll do the Americano out of it because I like their espresso beans. But that aside, Mile 22 Roastery, it's a little family run operation, and like the dad does the roasting over in Clintonville, I think is what she said, and they sell the product there. So super cool, of course, online.
Cute.
We've got them linked up. Actually posted about it on the Facebook page
Fabulous.
yesterday.
I have to
So
go check them out. I'm not too far from Black Creek, so
really,
yeah. So like I heard kind of the buzz about this place. I just haven't been there yet, so
nice, yeah.
to go check it out.
Worth a stop, and then they got some food there too, and their Facebook page and social medias and stuff. They do a really good job of highlighting their products and showing off the neighborhood, talking about the neighborhood and the people that stop in there. So it's super cute. Give them a shot, and ultimately that's what it's all about. But yeah, welcome to it. Your February 7th morning, 2024. Forecast wise, things look like they're going to be beautiful for the next little while. Well, not so much beautiful.
Unseasonably warm.
Oh,
Ooh.
like that.
How many times are we going to hear that today?
You know what? We're going to try to throw unseasonably in there.
Unseasonably warm.
Time or two. We
Right.
should make a contest out of it.
How many
like,
times? Like
yeah,
a bingo.
like one of those drinking things. Every time we say it,
We have
but
to take a shot.
yeah, I mean,
No.
we're gonna do something
No.
like that today, just because Tobe
Oh.
deserves it. But yeah, as far as weather, which is something you can also find online at the website, kind of a little one-stop shop is kind of what we're trying to build there. But it looks like like dancing around 50s as we approach the end of the weekend and coming up into into the weekend. With foggy conditions before that. But the polar vortex, they're saying that it's acting a little funny. It might be unstable. Do you know what the polar vortex is?
Explain it to me, please.
Well, the way you said unseasonably before. I thought you were going to go into this meteorology thing.
No, I was using like keywords to
Okay.
kind of talk about because this weather's crazy.
It is.
It's beautiful.
It
I
is.
love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
But the polar vortex is upset and may fall apart, and that's when they say there's a polar vortex coming. That's not actually the cold thing. That's the thing that keeps the cold air up where it's supposed to be. When it breaks down, that's when the cold air falls, and then that's when it gets like super, super cold. And I don't know, I guess there's a chance of that, but whatever. Welcome to it. National Fettuccine Alfredo Day today. How do you feel about that?
I love that.
I do love that too.
Yes.
My digestive system does not, though.
No.
Lactose intolerance, butters and creams don't do well for a person like me.
Oh, poor you.
I know, right? And that's not one of those things that you can't really come up with a
non-dairy version
of that. It's kind of.
I bet you somebody would. I bet you someone.
It's not going to taste the same though.
It probably won't taste the same, but I bet you somebody.
They'll try to convince us that it does. Oh, it's exactly the same.
Yeah, you're not going to know the difference, right?
BS is
totally
is what that's all about. Also, National Send a Card to a Friend Day today.
You know what? My sister has a friend who sends her cards all the time.
I got you a card.
You got me a card?
I got you a card there. I didn't send it. I'm sending it across the table to you. National Send a.
It's a Christmas card.
It was. I didn't have a lot of cards at the moment, so you got what you got.
Is this a picture of me?
I'm gonna need that back. Yeah, I thought that was funny.
This is his 5th grade picture. You are not getting this back. I think this needs to be your profile picture.
I can feel myself touching right now.
I wish I could show. I gotta show this. Look at this. Oh,
hey, let us know. Oh, we gotta look at the comments.
Oh my God,
comments.
so
please. Oh, we got a few comments in there. Oh my goodness. Comment below if you're watching. Just say hello or jot down something. Everybody that does, we're gonna give away a $20 gift card on Friday morning. The next time we're doing this show. I went into the bedroom. I'm like, I gotta have a card in here somewhere, and that was the first one. And you didn't even know, like, I was messing with you, like, because people always mess up her name.
Oh, they always spell my name
I don't know
wrong.
if we can see that very well. So I spelled your name wrong there a few different times. And
He spelled it Kari and then Carrie and then Karrie and then finally he got it right at Karri.
I'm a funny guy like
You
that.
are a funny guy.
Try to be funny.
You know, I never
What?
could find anything with my name spelt on it when I was a little kid.
Well, it is a little bit.
It's different.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
different.
but it's not my fault. My mom and
Damn it,
dad.
Mom.
I know.
Damn it,
So
was mom or dad or both?
I don't really know. I think
Mhm.
it was my mom, but I also like the way that it was spelt. So when people would say, how do you spell your name? I would say it's a K, not a C, an A, not a E, two R's with an I, not an E.
Whoa.
Whoa. So it's a little bit of a riddle.
Goodness.
And then they're like,
Paula must have
what?
just thinking what
And I'm like,
what you
just spell it
said.
however, because I don't really care. So everyone would spell it wrong. So that's super funny that you
Even
did that.
people who are close to you, I've seen have spelt it wrong.
I know.
People you work with.
I know.
Not me though. I got it right. New music mornings, new living mornings, new music. That there's a little embedded there from the radio days. New living mornings with Carrie and myself is what we've got going on. Comment below. Let us know that you stopped by. Everybody's name's going to go into the drawing for a $20 gift card. And we'll give that away on Friday. So noteworthy news, nothing political, nothing polarizing on this show, just some entertaining stuff, occasionally some sad stuff. And unfortunately, the first one, Toby, that was super shocking yesterday.
Shocking, y'all.
Waking up. High five to that one. That's a good one. Yeah. Super sad to see him go. It was crazy to see that. Actually, my mom, she messaged me right away in the morning and she said, "Hey, do you remember when you met Toby for the first time?" And yeah, I've met him
You
several
met him?
times over the
So,
years.
okay, because we kind of chatted about this a little bit.
Yeah.
You've got to tell the Toby Keith story.
I will tell a Toby Keith story, but I think before we got some red Solo cups.
Cheers.
Cheers. This one's for Toby. Mm.
Whoa.
Well then. Rest well, Toby. Mm. But seriously, over the years, look at all the people we've got. Oh, Pam, good morning. I'll jump into the story here. Laura, good morning. Derek, Mama D, good morning. Shelly, hi all. Thank you for joining us.
Everyone.
New Living Mornings, a little podcast that Carrie and I are going to try to make roll here. I've been trying for years to do this thing, and finally, I don't know what happened, but she's here, and I'm so happy for it. But we're going to have discussions and talk about things in our lives and sad stuff like Toby passing away and stories with Toby. So my first time I met Toby was way before he was even famous. When I was 18 at the Nakusa Casino. Yeah. Ma took myself and there's a couple of my friends. I don't remember who they were that went along. But it was right at the beginning of Toby's career, and he was doing a show out in the parking lot. And I think he was doing a bigger show that night. And because I mean, they had a really big tent, whatever, but they had a show during the day, which is when we were there. And at the time, wasn't a fan of country music. I wasn't in radio. I didn't really know anything about it. It just happened to be there was a band playing. So we're like, let's go watch this show for a second. And it was literally me, my mom. Actually, I think my mom she stayed in the casino. It was just me and a couple of my buddies watching the show with like maybe 2 or 4 other people. And that was it. Toby was up there just doing his show. Right. And he gets done. And then they're outside walking around the tent. And I'm out there with my buddies and we are throwing around a football out in the parking lot because we had already lost the $10 that we were, that we took in that we had.
They were spending at the casino.
That we scrounged up to take to the casino. And Toby was out in the parking lot. So he started playing catch with us. We was tossing the football around in the parking lot with Toby way, way, way before he was Toby and anybody knew who he was. And then throughout my years in country radio, I had several different opportunities to meet him, and always just he's one of the class acts. Like he is exactly who you think he is. No question. There's a lot of them out there that are super fake. They have fronts,
sure,
they're dogs.
So
they're just.
So he was just like salt of the earth.
Yes, genuine. He's a man's man.
Cool.
Yeah. Like there was only one woman in his life that mattered to him. like he only looked at one woman, and yeah, he was he's a good dude, absolutely good dude, and it's super sad to know that he's gone. And it was sad because I called it last year when he did that show, when his last time on stage was at the
It's like
People's Choice
it
Awards
was like
last
2
fall.
months ago.
Yeah, when I saw him up on the stage, and I'm like, you know what? I bet this is the last time we see him, unless something miraculous is happening, and that's why he's coming back. But I feel like, well, bummer. So
Yeah.
Toby, rest well, buddy. We appreciate everything you left behind us, including that red Solo cup.
It's like a
I
theme
fill
song.
you up. Let's have a party. To you, buddy. To you. Packers, they continue to adjust the coaching staff. We've got some new coaches again. Of course, the new defensive coordinator. They picked up a new a line coach yesterday. Sturgeon spearing. We've got lots of things going on that. Of course, it's that time of the year, though. Mother Nature is not working out. Not
No.
working with us on this one. Ice fishing, sturgeon spearing, all that. She's just putting a squash on everything. So pay attention to if you've got sturgeon plans, those events that happen year after year, if you've got those on the to-do list, just take a look at the events section at newlivingnow.com. I've kind of got it linked up to all of the area event pages, kind of like fast forward you to the information that you're going to need. But a lot of events have changed, of course, not happening on ice, and they're moving things to the land from Fond du Lac to Appleton and everything in between. So, and on both sides of the lake. So take a look at that, and before you head out, and be safe too. Don't go out there. I was driving around yesterday when I was
On the ice?
no, God's sakes, no. But there were people out on the ice, and there was water showing on the edge.
That just
I
freaks
was
me
on one of
out.
my I was on
That
my way to
freaks me out.
that appointment, and drove by the lake, and it was really pretty because it was super foggy,
Sure.
and it was still kind of snowy. It was earlier in the day, and I mean,
It was like frosty out.
oh, it was so
It's like
pretty.
crispy.
Yesterday was so pretty. Well, for a while anyway.
Yeah.
And I was driving by one of these lakes, and there was guys out there, and along the shoreline there's their truck, the parking lot, and then there's water, and then there's ice, and then there they are, and I'm like, how exactly did you fellas get out there, for one? And what are you doing out there
I
for
saw
another?
a TikTok video
Yeah.
of a guy. There was like a bunch of guys out on the ice, and the ice started breaking. And this guy he's like, I don't know how I'm gonna get back. Like, you could literally see that his truck was in one spot and there was breaks. My one son loves to ice fish, and I'm always like, don't drive your vehicle out there. Like, it freaks me out. Like, I don't
Super sketch.
it
Super
is
scary. So not worth it.
sketch.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to use those young words.
I
Like,
know.
could we also say that maybe is a little
Sus.
Oh, that is a little sus.
That is sus.
So
Bet.
sus. Oh, let's
Bet.
see. Sue, what?
Bet.
Bet?
Bet.
What is that?
That's like a slang word that the kids use these days.
Is it?
Yeah.
What does that one mean?
Like bet. Like, yeah.
Like I bet. Like, yeah, I bet.
Like, do you like coffee? Bet. Like,
Oh my
yeah.
God,
I know.
that makes me cringe.
Cringe.
Is that another one?
Yeah.
Are they using
You're
cringe for
Yeah,
something?
you're so dusty.
Oh my God, that's my brother's name.
Dusty?
The glizzy, the hot
The
dog
glizzy?
thing, that one
That's
gets
so
me. Why are we
weird.
calling hot dogs glizzies? I just don't get it.
I don't get it either.
Nessa, hi, good morning. Cynthia, hi. Oh, Dwyer, Sandy Dwyer. That's a lady that we have to have a conversation. She's got this personality. One time she calls me while I'm working at the office. I'm working phones, right? She calls up with this accent, calls herself Portia.
Portia?
She says Portia, and she's looking, and she goes into this whole thing and totally had me hooked. I thought like this was a real person, and come to find out it's her, and then a bunch of other agents, and they're out messing with me, and it was super fun. And I always thought, man, that her yeah,
The
when you talk
accent?
accent. Thank you. And a little bit of a brain fart there. Yeah, her accent was just it's so spot on, and it makes me laugh. Just saying Portia makes me laugh. But that's for a whole nother day. New Living Mornings, Carrie, myself, having a little fun and chatting, and it's so far so good. I'm having some fun with this, and it's been a journey. It's been an idea that I've had in the can for a long time. Just been looking for the right person, and I'm super excited and super lucky. And I just want you to know it's awesome that you're doing this with me.
I'm excited too. This is fun.
It's not every day you find somebody with some chemistry and you just toss things back and forth, and it kind of just works.
It does work.
And when it works like this right off the bat, it's like, well, you know where this could go.
Right.
My goodness, you get some attention along the way, like some folks with Security Luebke Roofing. who recognize a little bit of what we got going on, recognize the idea, and actually going to be talking to Lisa a little bit later on this morning and sharing that conversation coming up on Friday, going to be highlighting their business. And at the end of the day, that's what this site is all about, is highlighting and supporting local businesses, those especially that excel in it and are really good at what they do. There's a lot of great businesses out there, but what we're focusing on those that we use ourselves, so that we know that when we say, hey, use these guys, you've got yourself a quality provider. And at the end of the day, that's really what it's all about. So again, if you're watching right now, just even if it's a thumbs up, throw some sort of comment in the comment section, and we'll put your name in a drawing for a $20 gift card, and we'll be giving that away on Friday. So another story I'm coming through putting together my little list of things that we can chit chat about and whatever. And while I'm doing that, the new commercial for Ghostbusters pops up on the screen, and I watched the new
I did not see it.
the preview for the new one.
No, I didn't see it.
You've seen the old one, the original, right?
Who hasn't seen it?
If there's anybody that hasn't, it's you.
Why?
Didn't you say you have like a bunch of things you haven't seen? Things that you probably should have seen?
Well,
like you didn't watch, you didn't watch Friends or no?
I didn't watch. So I was not a Seinfeld fan.
Okay.
And I never watched Pitch Perfect.
See, I think why not? That's one of those I feel like everybody should. What else was on that list? There were several things.
Well, there were several things
that I was like, what?
But it wasn't all movie related though.
Okay. Well, TV, movie related for the most. I just thought, you know what? She's probably one of those
people make Seinfeld jokes, and I am like, I don't get it. I never watched it. They're like, what do you mean you never watched it? Because I like funny stuff, but Seinfeld's just never my thing.
Well, it's a different type of humor.
I know.
It's a lot like what we've got going on right here, where we're just talking about life. It's just about what happens in your day to day.
Sure.
We're not stand-up comedians, even though we're not.
Sure.
We're just talking about the crazy little things and sharing the stories that happen in our life, things that ultimately I know happen in their lives and in your life.
Right.
And it's relatable. So that's super cool. And that's what I like about what we're doing. But I saw Ghostbusters and was like, I wonder if you've seen that. Because now Bill Murray, like a lot of the old cast, is in this brand new one. They've done a couple, they did the one with the lady Ghostbusters.
Right.
And whatever. There was, but now Bill Murray's in this one, and this whole thing over. And then I got to think of my story. It's not, I don't have to think about it. It's the very first Ghostbusters was the first movie I remember watching.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you know what mine was?
Grease.
No, Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh,
Freddy Krueger.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
That movie messed with me. I was terrified after I saw that.
I was terrified too.
And that's the only one I've ever watched.
But my mom loved scary movies. Like my mom was such a scary movie fan. So like it doesn't surprise me that that's like the first movie that I remember watching.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
not sure if it was appropriate at the time for my age. I don't.
You guess?
I would probably say like 7, maybe.
Yeah.
But movies were different back then. It's not like you had do you remember when the Wizard of Oz used to come on TV? Like it was like a big deal because you didn't have
well, you had 3 channels.
Yeah. And then it was like, oh my God, the Wizard of Oz is gonna be on tonight. It was like a big family night,
We had to plan things around the TV. You're absolutely right.
And then
yeah, you're
and then I remember I remember when we got our first VCR, and it was one of my mom's friends. I don't know how they did it, but they were like bootlegging movies. And so they had like all these movies that we could go over to my mom's friend's house, and we could like pick out movies and bring them in. And then, like Blockbuster came around.
Yep.
And then it's like, now you think about it and you're like, you could literally watch any movie anytime that you want, like on your phone. Like you could literally pull up your phone and you could have any movie, like you could stream it anywhere.
Yeah.
So it's just the access is crazy.
It is super crazy. So my first was, well, like I said, was Ghostbusters. We rented the VCR.
Oh.
All right. So that was like our Friday tradition.
Can you imagine going and renting a VCR and bringing it home and hooking it up and just being so excited?
That was our Friday night.
Wow, we're
that
old.
Was our Friday night.
We are dusty.
Yeah, we are very dusty. Kind of cringe.
Kind of cringe. A little cringe.
Some might call us cringe.
Right.
Because we had to rent VCRs back in the day. But we did. So Dad worked third shift at Oshkosh Truck.
Okay.
That's what it was called at the time. So we didn't see him much during the week because he was going to bed when we were going to school in the morning. So Fridays was our day together. Dad would pick us up from school. It was usually always Elmer's Pizza. We'd get a pepperoni pizza, and then it was the movies because Mom worked at like the convenience store in town, and they rented the VCRs and had the big wall of VHS tapes and the new ones that came in every week. It's also like the place of my first part-time job when I was 10, sorting out waxworms, but that's a story for a whole nother day. But it was Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters was the first one. And I can still remember that feeling of, oh my gosh, and a little bit of fear that I had watching Ghostbusters, which is a comedy. It's
Right.
not supposed to be scary.
But the Stay Puff Marshmallow
It
guy,
was terrifying.
he was crazy. Like, he
Mhm.
was, like, really creepy.
The worst, the library ghost at the very beginning. They go down in the basement. They're playing with their toys before they're the Ghostbusters in the movie. They're just messing around. That scene where the librarian turned into the ghost, that right there absolutely terrified me.
What
The books flying off the
Oh,
shelf,
yeah.
that I can remember that feeling every time I see that scene. I remember that feeling going back to that Friday night when Dad picked us up and we were eating the pizza and we're just like, oh my gosh.
Like, anxiety over
Yes.
library ghosts, or when
Mhm.
Sigourney Weaver, she's like, "Ghoul,
Yes.
ghoul."
Listen to you.
Yeah,
Yep.
I've seen it.
Such a great movie. Such a great movie. Good morning, Kelly, Lori. Hi, Shannon. Good morning. Chris, thanks for checking in. Thanks for taking a look at what we've got going on. Our first one right out of the gates, and I think so far we're doing all right.
I think we're doing okay.
Doing a little bit okay. Newlivingnow.com, the referral resource, just highlighting local professionals that we use, but giving us a place to do this stuff and talk about movies.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
What's a movie, like a classic movie, that has not been remade that you think should be remade?
Boy, that's a good question. I feel like
I've got a
that's
couple. I can share mine.
okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, Goonies.
Oh, yes.
They've never remade
I have
Goonies.
Goonies shirt. So they come back.
Hey, you guys!
Oh, and he's gone. So that actor's gone. So we can't have.
What's his name?
I forget his name.
Oh,
But I just watched a little docu-series on Goonies and how it was made. Like,
Chunk's like really hot now. Like, he's a lawyer. He's an attorney,
is
and
he?
he's actually really good looking now.
Really?
Yeah.
Do the truffle shuffle?
Do the truffle shuffle. Do
Come on,
it.
do it.
Do it. Yeah.
Yeah. I've watched a couple of them now because, of course, when you watch something, you type in something or you go down one path.
Rocky Road.
Yes, Julie.
Rocky Road.
Rocky Road. I have a Goonies shirt.
Yeah.
Now we got to do Goonies something.
So
Yes,
so okay.
that's
So
definitely one that should
Goonies
come back.
one.
That should be remade.
Okay, here's another one. Wizard of Oz. I mean, I guess they kind of did it a
Maybe.
little bit.
I mean, it would have to go off in a whole nother direction, I think, and talk about the backstory of the wizard,
The
or
wizard.
who were the monkeys, the flying monkeys, really?
I know.
Did they all start out as bad witches, or did
prob-
was it a
prob-
bad poker night one night
was
with one evil witch, and she said, "Well, I don't
those
want
are creepy as hell. And the
the
trees,
monkeys."
the monkeys, and then the trees in the forest.
Yes, the ones that threw the apples.
Yeah,
Yes,
like they were so creepy.
very creepy.
They were
Love
so
that.
creepy.
That's that. You ever watch The Wizard of Oz and listen to Pink Floyd,
No,
the Dark Side?
no. Are they the same? Or are they about each other?
So I don't know. It's just there's just too many things in it that
That
match
sounds
up
like
for it
something
to
that happened like late one night, like back in the day.
exactly. That's exactly how it happened. Mr. Gengler, good morning. That's exactly, I think, how it happened. So if you sync up, so if you watch so this is the VHS version of, and I suppose that they all do it, but at the very beginning of the movie is that lion that roars, right? At the beginning of all those old movies, the
Oh yeah,
gold,
the MGM lion.
yes,
Roar.
roar.
Yeah.
So it roars 3 times, and on the third roar is when you're supposed to hit play on Pink Floyd's album, The Dark Side, right?
It sounds like something satanic.
No, not really. You just smoke a bunch of weed and then watch it. It's not satanic. It's harmless. It's just a stoner thing, I think. But it's one of those things that's like, my God, that worked. So you turn the volume off on the Wizard of Oz, turn the volume up on Pink Floyd. You listen to the music, but you watch the show, and the progression of the song matches perfectly with so many things in the
You're
movie.
stop.
Not even kidding. So at the very
I am
beginning, there's
so
like
gonna
this
do this now.
crescendo. There's this crescendo. Well, people have done it. They've already mashed it up, so you don't even have to do it. Just like Google it. People have already done it. But like at the very beginning of the album, it crescendos and it makes this like explosion at the beginning, and at that same time is when the scene changes from the credits, opening credits, into the scene. There's a spot in there where Dorothy was singing "Over the Rainbow," and in the
She sang
song
that song?
somewhere over the rainbow, way up high. That one.
Okay.
She's at the very end of it, she's like looking at the sky, and you hear this jet in the music, like flying
Oh,
over, and it kind of matches her eyes like that.
stop.
And then there's when it changes to, I think it's Money, the song Money or whatever, that I forget what the exact name of it is, but
So
that's right.
so it's like the whole album?
So it's only, no, not the whole album.
No.
It's only for like the first 30 minutes of the movie that it really matches up.
Okay.
So like the scene when the witch is when they're still in the black and white
Sure.
screen, the sepia screen before the tornado comes through, the witch was riding the bike.
Yeah,
Yeah, as soon as she comes onto the screen, at that exact moment, the music changes to the clocks and the alarms chiming, and
Oh, yeah.
in Dark Side of the Moon, it's like exactly.
Stop.
Yeah. Yeah, so if it's synced up perfect, it's crazy.
I gotta
can't believe
try
you've never
this.
heard of that.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, super crazy. Drinking some Mile 22 coffee. Mile 22 Roastery in Black Creek. Big thanks to them. Was driving through the town yesterday, and ultimately that's all this is I just want to have a chat with some people. This lovely lady, have a cup of coffee with you, a virtual cup. You go ahead and you set your phone down. You can just listen to us in the background while you're getting ready, or you can just wait while you're laying down in bed, getting ready to fall asleep later on tonight. You can just rewind and check out the whole show again. And at any time, please feel free to comment. We're going to take those comments and likes and such, and everybody's going to go into the drawing for a $20 gift card that we'll give away then on Friday, the next time we're going to do the show. I think for the time being, are we going to try to do Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays?
Yes.
I think that would work best for us, because I just think I think a little sleeping in on Tuesdays and Thursdays might be okay. An extra 10 minutes. Just more time to build prep,
Right.
that kind of thing.
More time for things to happen for
Yeah.
us to talk about.
Yeah. So we got a bunch of you checking in, and that's awesome. Bunch of people watching us, and super cool. So again, big thanks to Security Luebke Roofing. They reached out and want to be a part of what we've got going on. HS Bank, thank you for helping us out as well. Kyle and Laura and their entire team. So super cool what we've got going on here. And I definitely want it to be a thing where just let's have some fun and let loose. Let's make the occasional wager, the occasional bet. Yeah, where if one of us loses, maybe there's like an armpit waxing, or something
I don't
like that,
need
because I
one.
think I don't either, really. Kind of keep it all trimmed down, but you know what I'm saying. Eat some snacks that we don't like. Did you ever watch that video that Landon and I did with you ever see that when we ate the stinky fish,
No.
the surströmming,
Gross.
Swedish or Norwegian fish? Oh my god, it was unbelievably awful. Absolutely awful.
Gross.
Oh, Alex checking in. Good morning, Rose.
She's watching us from Florida.
Hi, Rose. Could you shoot us some of that sunshine?
We don't need it. You should
Well,
just come back. It's nice.
The temperature wise, yeah.
Yeah, it's nice.
Knocking on 50s in the next couple of days, so that's kind of cool. Tiffany, good morning. Super cool to see people chiming in. But yeah, talking movies. So what there was, now I got to pull it up, because there was several things that you had put on that list that I just could not believe. Really, you did not see these? Loved your TikTok that you sent me this morning, by the way.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That was pretty
That's
funny.
the way we should. I'm such a morning check social feed and look at TikTok, and there's this one morning motivation TikTok that is just, the dude's voice is awesome, but they put like great graphics, and they're just like, have a great day. Tina, are you back from your cruise?
Someone's on a cruise.
She was in Haiti and somewhere else. I think she went on a cruise with like 25 people.
I never watched Pitch Perfect Hates Seinfeld. Oh, campfires, old fashions, zoos, and parades. That's what it was. It wasn't necessarily watching stuff. Like, wait a minute, what? Campfires, old fashions, zoos, and parades?
If my
What
sister
is that?
if my sister's watching right now, she would have been able to or you could have asked her that and she would have
Is she
literally told you.
watching?
She was before. I don't know if she still is.
Mr. Owen, Christopher, good morning, buddy. Cindy, Pam, good morning. So, what do you have against campfires and old fashions?
Okay, I don't
That's
like
the kind of stuff that gets you kicked out of Wisconsin.
I know.
FYI, so be careful what you're saying. You
Okay.
might upset some people.
Well, and I know. So that's what's kind of funny about it is that people will challenge me when I say I don't like old fashions, and they're like, "Oh, but you got to go have this old fashioned here, or let me make you one, or you got to get it like this." And I'm like, I've tried, and I really like I want to love them, but I just don't. I think it's the bitters. I just don't like the bitters.
That's possible. I guess I can see that because that is definitely a key part of the old fashioned experience.
Right. Right.
So
Yeah.
maybe and I don't know that you can make an old fashioned without the bitters.
I would
I don't
just.
know.
I mean, if you
Maybe we dig into that. Maybe can we make that like a
we can
can we make that a thing? Bomber, who will be joining us at some point in time, he and I had an idea for will it old fashioned. Like
will
that
it.
would be the idea.
What
Is
do you mean?
will it old fashioned? We use different ingredients and see
Oh.
if we can make an old fashioned. Like, can you make a tequila old fashioned? A vodka old fashioned?
I would just rather have
Gin
tequila.
old fashioned?
Just forget all the other stuff. Just give me the tequila. Oh, Laura said she's gonna make me one. Okay, Laura.
Laura's
Like,
making. Oh, she's bringing in drinks this morning. Fantastic. Hi,
like
Diane. Hi, Heather. Good morning. Thank you
Diane's
for
my
joining us.
aunt.
That's your aunt?
Yeah.
Hey, Diane.
Hi,
Thanks for
Aunt Di.
stopping by. Okay, so old fashions. Now campfires.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
Okay.
Now, if
So
there's a traumatic burning thing that happens somewhere,
no, no.
I don't want to. Okay.
I hate smelling like smoke and I hate getting eaten by mosquitoes. And I hate campfires when it's warm outside. So like I would probably be fine with campfires in the springtime or excuse me, in the fall time when it's kind of cool out and when the mosquitoes are dead. Otherwise, I'd rather just sit around like a fire table with like
Because you don't want to smell
I hate
the
that
smoke.
smell.
But
It's
everybody's that's there with you. Everybody
I
smells.
know,
It's
but
an equal
I just
an
well, because then
equal
you
odor
like
for
go to
all.
bed that night and then it's like everything just stinks. Like I just hate
That's
it.
true. That's true.
And then it's just like lingers. It's like you got to go and take a shower right away and just I just it's just too much work. Like it's not worth it.
My goodness.
I know. I know.
Okay. I guess we won't ever have any bonfires then. Doesn't want to get stinky.
But I'm not like I laughed. Do you ever see like those little pop-up tents that like baseball moms sit in like when the weather gets bad? It's like a little tent that you can put
Sure.
around.
Sure.
I'm like, "Get me one of those." Or I even said, "I'm gonna order a beekeeper suit and then I'll go sit at the campfire."
Oh, for gosh sakes.
Yes.
I love that smell.
Um,
I love that outdoorsy thing. And if you've got enough of the smoke, the mosquitoes don't bother you.
right? See, Deanna just commented. She's like, I couldn't agree with you more, Carrie, on the campfire smell. Like it just lingers. It's like back in the day when you used to go to the casino and you could
Oh,
smoke in there.
that's different. That
It
is totally
to
different.
me, it's the
The
same.
bar. No way. See, no.
It's the same.
Cigarette smoke and campfire smoke, two different things.
They're both gross.
I mean, it's not fantastic. And yes, your pillow will smell like it, but there's nothing
Everything.
worse than the old days back when we were getting into the bar and they were still smoking in there and you'd come
Right.
home, you'd wake up the next morning, your pillow would smell like cigarette smoke.
Right?
Like you'd walk into the next night to go to bed and you're like, oh
It's
God.
disgusting.
Oh, gotta wash the sheets now. Yeah, that's pretty nasty.
It's just gross. It's just
That is
absolutely
gross.
gross.
Campfire smoke, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Just because, you know,
Yeah.
what's this? Carrie? Oh, Casey, good morning.
Casey is
Linda,
my
good morning.
hairdresser. I'm gonna see him
Oh,
today.
yeah, you're getting your hair did.
My hair did. I like, okay, I will tell you as a woman and anybody who is with me on this, like
Yeah.
when you find a good hairdresser, you don't leave, you never cancel your appointment, and you will literally like cancel everything around that day to make sure that you keep that appointment because like when you find a good hairdresser, that's what you do. So Casey is my boy and I love him. He is at Studio Blue at Sola Salon. So
Nice.
I know
Go you, Casey.
Casey
You've got a
just got,
lifer over here.
oh, for sure. He's my boy. Like we are
It's not
like,
the same for guys. We don't need the
well,
well, I mean, it is for some, but
but what, like, okay, so I'm getting gray because I'm getting old. So
yeah, a little bit.
are you talking about me or you?
Oh, no, me.
Oh, okay. No, I mean, I have it too, but I love you too, Casey.
I don't see.
Well,
Well, it's because it's all colored.
yeah, that's why I'm going
Well, there's no
blonde.
roots. Like,
Yeah, there is.
is there that?
Well, it's because I go every 5 weeks and it's like
Oh, okay.
clockwork. So,
So, are you scheduled for like the
oh,
next year? Like,
well,
you have it
kinda.
set?
Well, I like usually it's like we book it right away, so I always know my next appointment. But there's like nothing that would keep me from being by Casey today at 12:30. Like
Wow.
there's nothing that would
Wowza.
keep me there,
Casey, that's saying some stuff right there.
right? Like,
Come
oh,
hell or high water, this woman is showing up.
oh, I'm showing up. And everybody, all the girls out there that get their hair done, their hair did, like they know, like you love your hairdresser. You just really do.
I feel like do a lot of you plan it around events or do like
Sometimes,
yesterday? I feel like you should have done it before yesterday when you had your big thing that you put on,
oh, my
like
event
your event
yesterday.
where you were up on the stage and
Yeah.
showing and teaching
I
people
would have,
all of your
but Casey
marketing
decided,
genius.
but Casey did,
Marketing genius over here,
right.
ladies and gentlemen.
So I would have, but Casey was in Peru.
Casey, that's unacceptable. Okay. You need to start making sure
No,
that the schedule allows
no,
Peru. That sounds like fun.
Casey has like this big journey going on. So
Yeah.
he's actually launching intuitive coaching business. It's really interesting. So I'll get some information out there about what he's got going on, but he's just fascinating. I love what he does to my hair, but my best time is just spending time with him because it's like 2 hours and we just chat about life. So
Yep.
like that's kind of the best part about Casey. So
Yep.
yeah.
Yep. I get that. I get
Yeah.
that. I've got a couple guys who they've got the schedule planned out pretty much for the year. They're on the books for the rest of the year. Not that it's not that they do anything special with their hair. They
Sure.
just, it gets to a point and I'm kind of that way, but I have commitment issues. So even scheduling something out far for the hair is a bit of a see, like it gives me anxiety. I'm like, oh
Why?
crapes, I gotta get I don't know.
Then
I
pre
don't
then
know.
pre-schedule it.
We're still working on the medication to figure this out
Oh
to get rid of
gosh.
this.
Okay.
I like to just, oh, hey, you know what? I've got an extra 45 minutes. Pull in and hey, do you guys have some availability? Can you no or yep, whatever. And that's
You
how I
need to
tend
be
to plan.
more loyal to your hairdressers,
Well, I always go to the same place.
but you need to go to the
I
same person
um
because it's not about the place, it's about the
but
person.
there's several in there that are very good at it. And then they do the massage, they put a little hot towel on your face and they
Oh,
do this when you're getting the shampoo and the conditioning. Oh, like
I
like
don't
I'm
even
falling
get that
asleep.
from Casey, and I don't care.
Oh,
So, oh, Casey says, "I should have taken you with me to Peru. You should have."
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Let's go to Peru. Let's do the
Peru.
show from Peru. Hi, Kelly. Hey, Grandma Rosie. Good morning, Meg. Beth. Good morning.
Meg, but that's my sister-in-law. Good morning,
Meg
Megan.
Beth. Good morning.
Good morning.
Solo stove is the key. We have a fire table as well. Both amazing. Oh, Mr. Owen there. Christopher is. I think that's the one where it's like there's not a whole lot of smoke. I think if you build like
Yes.
the right kind of fire pit or whatever, it kind of eliminates the smoke. It burns itself out
Or
or
you just use
something.
propane. So it's like smokeless.
I don't
Oh,
know
did you ever see that?
what.
Did you ever see the commercial with Snoop Dogg for the smokeless grill?
I have not.
It's really funny. I'm
I
like
have
that was
not.
marketing genius.
I have not.
Like he has I'm like, of course they're gonna pull Snoop Dogg in to have like a smokeless grill.
That's funny. I've not
I
seen
know.
that one.
Yeah.
I'll have to watch that.
I love when when I see stuff like that, like as a marketing professional, I'm like, oh, that's so
Genius.
good. Like
Genius. Mhm.
I saw the jelly roll commercial when he's like
Oh yeah, you were telling me about that.
yeah, he's like looking in the
Oh, I so
so
want to pull it up.
we're we're coming into like the biggest advertising weekend of the year, right? Super Bowl commercials, and we have um we're going to be seeing some of these amazing commercials. So I love analyzing it. But Jelly Roll, I don't know if you saw it, but at the Grammys, he like looked in the mirror, like he saw himself for the first time, and he's like, "Why do I have face tattoos? And why are they so terrible?" And it's just funny because like the dude, I'm not a country music fan, but I love Jelly Roll. Like I do like a couple of his songs, but he's just funny. Like
He's very good.
he's just funny, and like his wife is just,
Bunny XL.
Bunny XO, like she's gorgeous, and I just like the two of them together, that it's awesome. I absolutely love
They
it.
do have a mix. There's no doubt about it. And I have the ability to share stuff on here, but we're still working out the kinks here. Others we could actually
Well,
pop
we'll have
this
to,
up
you know what we'll have to do? We'll have to
and
do
show
this
them.
for Monday, okay?
What's that?
We're gonna have to rank our top 5 Super Bowl commercials.
Okay.
Okay.
Of all
So
time?
no, for
Like
on Sunday,
or
because it's on
for the game.
Sunday
Yeah, right.
for the game. So we'll have to rank it and see what our favorite Super Bowl commercials are.
Okay.
So do you remember, I think it was maybe 2 years ago, where they just had the bouncing QR code on the screen?
I don't remember that.
I thought that was just so
Genius though,
genius.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've been a fan of the QR code way before the QR code was big over here. I've
Well,
had that on my business card since the beginning. I knew the second I saw that, I'm like, that's going to be great. Unfortunately, we as Americans are lazy people, and we have to open up an extra app on our phone to take a picture of it to get us to go where it is.
but COVID made
It
QR
was
codes.
before
I know,
COVID.
but COVID like mainstreamed it. Now I feel like it's here, it's acceptable, everybody loves it, they know what to do.
I would disagree. I don't.
You disagree with me?
We're not going to give COVID this credit. No,
You don't think that COVID trained people
not for
to.
the QR code. No,
Oh, I do.
no.
Because it started coming up everywhere. It's like instead of giving you a menu, they
Nope.
gave you. Okay, stop. So instead of giving you a menu, they give you like scan the QR code. Like COVID changed a lot of that because they didn't want you to touch things.
Okay, so COVID, yes, they started
It
using it
no
more, but it came it it came back because
cor-
phone people were smart enough to put that app that lazy Americans had to open into the camera app itself. So when all you had to do is turn on
okay,
your
I'll
camera.
agree with you on that. So, but I think the timing aligned.
It did.
Okay,
It did. But at the end of the day, the QR code existed in China and
I
Japan.
know.
Like they were using like 5 trillion of them a day
Oh,
because their culture is not so lazy that they're okay with opening up an extra app.
right.
Whereas I read a study on it.
I
So
guess.
I did. I did.
I
Honest to
guess.
God, I read that this is really what happened is that Americans were lazy and did not want to hit that one extra button to get that app open to utilize that QR code. Whereas Chinese cultures, they're not that way and they were okay with opening that extra app. It
I
wasn't
wonder
until they
I
integrated
wonder
the two.
who the dude was, or the chick, because it doesn't always have to be a dude. I wonder who was the one that said, "You know what we should do? We should put the ability to scan a QR code into the camera, and then everybody will start using it." Like, I wonder who can you imagine being the person that actually, because one person brought that to the table,
Well, they're always about streamlining and they're always about condensing and adding things together to make it
but it's so
much
smart.
and that's what
That's
it came down
smart.
to. So
That's smart.
even though Cindy says Carrie's right. So
Yeah.
we can even post these. Carrie is right. Look at that. We'll post the first comment right there.
Yeah.
Carrie is right.
I love that.
You like that?
Yeah, I
Okay,
love
that's
that.
probably gonna be the last time that ever goes.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Let's see what Shelly says about commercials. Anything with the Clydesdales?
Clydesdales.
Yeah, for sure.
Bud Light.
Yep. What?
I don't know. Some people just don't like Bud Light anymore.
Yeah, well, get over it.
I know the whole thing. I
Get
never really
over it. For
I never
God's
really
sakes,
understood
people.
it.
Like, there's nothing else to get worked up about.
Right.
Lisa, good morning. Good Wednesday morning, Kelly. But yeah, see, so we're coming up on like 50 minutes here. This was a nice little conversation, right?
Yeah, it's a good combo.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it was kind of entertaining
I
a
think
little
so.
bit. I think we could continue to do this. Maybe bring in some other voices from time to time. We have the technology.
We do.
We have other cameras. We have other microphones, so we
It's
can
pretty high
chat
tech.
with
It's
people.
pretty high tech here. Chris came
Super.
he came packing with technology.
Not
I'm
really.
I'm like, where are you getting all this stuff? And then he brought some like Dollar Tree plug-in.
I did. I did, and I don't even know if they work or not. But I thought, hey, I think we need headphones. I did some digging, and I figured out what the problem was, and I think it wasn't me. It was
Wasn't me.
technology.
Are you Shaggy now?
Yes,
Wasn't
I'm
me.
Shaggy. New Living Mornings. That's what we're going to call the show. And hang out here with newlivingnow.com, and hoping to do it a few times throughout the week, just to get up in the morning, have a cup of coffee, and have a little bit of a conversation with you as you get your day started. Or what's great about this particular kind of medium utilizing the internet is that you can hang out and watch the stuff that we've got going on later today. When you're getting ready to go to bed, throw this on and watch what we've got going on. Still comment and like and share and all that good stuff. We would love for you to do that. And anybody that does, again, going into the drawing for a $20 gift card. Again, Mile 22 coffee is what I'm sipping on today. Black Creek or Crick?
I don't know. It depends on where you're from.
I'm going Creek.
Stacy, I love you too.
So much love this morning,
So
and
much
it's
love.
so amazing.
You notice
Absolutely love it.
there's more
Yeah.
love for me than you on here, just so you know. Yeah.
You-
Check the
I
comments.
don't know that.
I'm gonna keep a score. We'll have a ticker.
All right.
Okay.
I see how this is going to go. So I hope you guys liked our last show, and we're sad to go. We've had a lot of fun. Oh!
Is this your mom's writing?
Well, yeah, it wasn't mine. I don't.
Chris, age 10, 5th grade, 1988.
Look at that guy. Look at that guy.
Dude, those glasses are kind of like back in style.
Are they?
Yeah.
Kind of like the Jeffrey Dahmer frames?
You do look like a baby Dahmer.
Oh, I do not. Why did
Do.
to give me?
I am so posting this picture on the
That's not
side.
fair. So not fair.
You should wear
Why
yellow.
why did I do that? See, I think I'm a funny guy, and I do something like that, and now it's gonna haunt me.
Oh my god, that's funny.
Well, enjoy it.
I'm
So
sorry.
believe me, there's a lot. There's a
And
lot.
Bob has like 20 more of these that were never cut from the school pictures.
Listen, they get better. I have a mullet version of that.
Stop.
Lightning bolts carved in the side of my head.
Oh my gosh.
The bibs with the one unhooked.
One
and just hanging.
unhooked. Did you have a hypercolor shirt?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
of
yeah.
course. Of course. Come on. I had it all. Had that the Ron John surf shop, the bright purple, the shiny purple
Oh yeah. The
windbreaker.
surf style, or what
Yep.
what was that called?
Yep.
Surf
surfing
starter jacket.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
God's sakes.
Right.
The things we did. It's not our fault. It was the times.
So my cousin actually was going through some old like home movies, and she sent one. I'm not going to send it to you because I feel like you'll do something with it. But
Yes.
she sent one where we were playing charades, and I'm like, oh my god, my jeans are tight rolled. Like my jeans were tight rolled, showing like this thing. I'm like, and then I was laughing about it because what are your jeans tight rolled?
No.
Oh, I thought you were going to tight roll your jeans.
No, but I did. I thought I started it where I'm from.
Of course you
in
did.
Red Granite.
Yeah.
5th grade. I thought I was the one. That
You were
started
tight
it
rolling your jeans
with-
when at
I
this
was
does
tight
not
rolling-
look like a fashionista.
What are you talking about? I was ready for a magazine cover there. If it was a full body shot, they would have seen that. And it wasn't just jeans. They were brown corduroys that I was tight rolling. I thought I was the first one to start.
Were they carpenter pants?
No.
No.
Nope. I had those though.
Yeah.
I think I still
With
have a pair.
the little
Hammer holder?
Yeah, but just didn't like nobody ever really put them in there, like a hammer in there.
Well, I mean, yeah, the construction guys did, but otherwise, why it would make no
Oh,
sense.
they really did, didn't they? Oh,
Yeah, I was a construction guy for a while. But you wear a belt. You don't actually use the hammer holder. I mean, that's what it's for. But
okay,
whatever.
So,
that said, I think that's a great place for us to stop. We're going to be back at it on Friday, right?
Yeah.
We'll have some more things to talk about, share, and things to make fun of. I'm excited. For that. Actually going to chat with Lisa from Security Luebke Roofing. We're going to have a conversation with her today and play that back a little bit later and talk about what they've got going on. over there. Again, big thanks to HS Bank for helping us out and giving us a chance to play along. Modern Cleaning Solutions, another one of our vendors that we really love to push and promote because they do such great work. And at the end of the day, that's what newlivingnow.com is all about. Just a professional referral resource. If you need a pro, these are the ones that we've used. Somebody that is in our network has used. We've vetted them. They're good to go. Go ahead and use them. If we don't have the professional that you're looking for, just let us know. And as we build the site, we'll continue to add to them, but we may not have the one that you're looking for, but on the site, but definitely have used them somewhere along the way. There's no doubt about that. So thank you again so much for the time here on National Fettuccine Alfredo Day. I'm hungry.
I guess I know what I'm making for dinner.
Are you?
Now I have to.
Do you though?
My family loves fettuccine Alfredo.
Really?
Yeah.
Chicken?
I like shrimp personally, but yeah, I'll do the chicken.
I would do
chicken
any of
fetty.
them if I could, if my guts would let me do it, but whatever. Is what it is.
It
Hey,
is.
enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for hanging out.
You
This has
too.
been awesome. I think home run right out of the gate. Thank you for sharing some time with us this morning or whenever it is that you happen to be following through and checking things out here. Again, mile 22, check out their coffee in Black Creek. We'll be sipping on that. Thanks again for stopping by. I think we're going to check out.
Bye, guys.